Webheads, comic book fans, don't miss out on the latest, the newest, and the greatest comic books getting ready to hit store shelves. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. That's right, fans. This is the latest final cutoff. This list is generated from my local comic shop, Comic Central, highlighting on some of the most highly anticipated comics getting ready to hit the store shelves within the next month or so. So if there's something on this list that's going to interest you, I would get in touch with your local comic book shop and let them know that you want it. So guys, let's kick off this final cutoff. All right, guys, so we're kicking off this F.O.C. with the Harley Quinn 30th anniversary. That's right. All of these covers are going to get ready for release, and my shop is actually taking orders or pre-orders due by Sunday, August 14th at 6 p.m. of a set of 10 covers. And if you order all 10 of them, you get the 1 in 10 glow-in-the-dark incentive cover for free, plus you earn a stamp card for pre-ordering. So remember, make sure you put your orders in by August 14th at 6 p.m. Obviously, this is for the local residents that live in the Central Florida area. So now let's officially kick off DC Comics with the Harley Quinn 30th anniversary special one-shots. Remember, these books, these Harley covers are going to be out on September 20th. So here we have our first one with Harley has a birthday cake that's going to explode with TNT. We have this one here with a J. Scott Campbell cover, which is pretty awesome. We have this nostalgic looking cover here from the Adventures of Batman, which is really nice. So I think I get the J. Scott Campbell in this one, and I think that's all I'm going to get. When it comes to Harley, I think she looks pretty cool, but I'm not really attached to the character in really any way. And even though she has some gorgeous covers, I'm not spending $10 per pop when it comes to all of these. But there are definitely some good ones, so take your pick here. This particular F.O.C. is filled with great covers that you can buy. Here's a nice one where she's on the 30th. Now we move on to Dark Knights of Steel, Tales of Three Kingdoms, issue 1. So this is a spin-off book that has to do with the children from Batman and Superman, I guess, or maybe when they were younger. I think that's what it has to deal with. So that could be a lot of fun if you're looking for a more lighter tone in this world from Tom Taylor. So that could be kind of cool. And this is pretty nice where you see a young like Bruce Wayne here holding, which looks like Wonder Woman's sword, I think. Right? Now we move on to Batman issue 127. What a nice looking cover, man. Batman right now with Chip Zdarsky on it is actually really well done. I love the failsafe character, and I love how Batman right now feels really helpless against this character, but for some reason in the last issue he powered up. So we're going to see what happens with this. I love this, only 2 issues so far, but I'm really liking the run, and I love the artwork in there as well. Here's some variant covers if you're into the variants as well. Definitely quite a few. Love the anniversary cover here with Harley there. That's pretty neat. Then the Poison Ivy series continues on with its gorgeous covers. Even the main cover looks good. Here we have your Jenny Frison variants as well. We got this cover here, which is absolutely gorgeous. My gosh, what is that? And then we have this cover here with Poison Ivy hugging Harley. So if you like Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, we have issue 4 of 7 getting ready to come out. I've loved all 3 issues of this so far. It's been a lot of fun. Here we get to see a variant cover. This one is pretty neat as we get to see, I guess, Wally's mask, being held up. And then we get this variant as well. I want to know what you guys think of Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths right now. Are you into it? This is a fun series. Always Deceased is awesome. This is Deceased War of the Undead Gods. Love this cover here with Kyle Rayner and Sinestro on there. Loved the first issue because it's just like things seem to be going fine for our characters. They found the cure. They got to, help Superman. People are coming back to life. And now the new gods are the ones that are infected. And we're going to have to start all over again. That's pretty awesome. Here's a cool variant cover. Then we got the homage to the Jim Lee X-Men covers, which is really cool. And then we move on to the next event, which has been a lot of fun also. We got Flashpoint Beyond issue 4, or I'm sorry, it's actually issue 5 of 6. That's what it says on the cover here. Very enjoyable series. Check out this variant as well. So really cool. Detective Comics 1062, second printing. And then we have Black Adam, the Justice Society Files, Atom Smasher issue 1. This is the one-shot. There are some great covers here when it comes to this title. Look at this one. This is a really nice looking cover there. Then we have the New Champions of Shazam issue 2. I bought issue 1, but I never got around to reading it. So I'm going to have to see if I can find time to read that series. This is a pretty interesting cover here as well. And I think they did this with like a Batman cover or something like that. Next we have Batman Night Watch. So this is I don't know, this looks like a kid-friendly Batman book. So I probably won't pick that up. Now we got Batman Beyond Neo Year issue 6. So if you guys have been enjoying the return of Batman Beyond, here you go. There's issue 6. This is a cool variant cover, man. I love the colors on that. That really pops. And then we got this one here as well. Next, we move on to some of the indie comics. All right, and then we have 8 Billion Genies. This is issue 1 reprint. So if you have not gotten your hands on 8 Billion Genies, really fun story. Now's your chance to pick them up. Here's issue 2 reprint, issue 3 reprint, and issue 4 reprint. Next, we have Stuff of Nightmares. This is issue 1. This is R.L. Stine's new horror comic book. So if you loved Goosebumps when you were a kid and maybe some of his other storytelling, you might want to check out this comic book from him. This totally looks like a Goosebumps cover, right? This is done by Boom Studios. So Boom's been coming out with some great horror books. So I will definitely pick this one up for sure. These are some interesting covers, man. Look at this one here. That's pretty cool. Then it looks like another dark comic. This is Shock Shop, issue 1, written by Cullen Bunn, who did Harrow County. So if you're looking for another horror book and you're into horror, there you go. Cullen Bunn makes some creepy horror books, and he can do a lot of work at one time. Next, we have Last Line. This is issue 1. This one is done by Aftershock. We have Crashing issue 1. This looks like some kind of medical book or something. That's done by Matthew Klein. So here's some of your variant covers here. And then we have the Revealer issue 1. Interesting comic. Spinning out of this summer's hit indie horror film Revealer, these 4 stories tie directly into the movie. Learn more about the characters, the lore, the Revealer's adult bookstore, and what awaits on the other side of the biblical apocalypse. I never even knew there was a movie of this. So let me know if you guys knew. That's an interesting cover. Then we have the Boogeyman issue 1. So that's interesting. Here's another cover there as well. And this is a more of a nostalgic looking cover. This is a book that I might be picking up. Ninjets issue 1. I just love the name of it. Bursting from the pages of Jennifer Blood, meet Ninjets. These college-age women are taught to fit the profile, forced to become deadly and expendable assassins. But who created the profile? Why were they selected to be the latest deadly operatives? And who will they kill first, their targets or each other? It's all-out action from writer Fred Van Lente and artist Joseph Cooper. I think I'm going to check that one out from Dynamite Comics. This is a cool cover as well. Ninjets. Sergeant Werewolf, issue 1. So from Black Caravan. And then we have Antioch from Image Comics. So here's your variant covers from that. And now we move on to Marvel Comics. And Marvel Comics, most of them are coming out on September 14th. And if you're awaiting Midnight Suns, here you guys go. Rise of the Midnight Suns issue 1. We get to see the team on here, which looks like Laura, X-23, Wolverine, Magic, Ghost Rider, Blade. Who's the character all the way in the back? Can't make it out. Here we got your variant covers. And then we have Spider-Man donning a Midnight Suns armor. And Magic with a Midnight Sun's armor. Oh, I'm going to get my hands on that cover. That is pretty awesome right there. Next, we move on to Miss Marvel and Venom issue 1. So we had Miss Marvel team up with Wolverine, then it's Moon Knight, and now we have the Venom comic. So if you're into the team up books, there you go. There's your Peach Momoko variant. And then we have this variant, which not my favorite, but it's all right. Next, for Star Wars fans, we have The Mandalorian issue 3, titled The Sin. And we got Baby Yoda or the Child or Gorku or whatever his name is on the cover there. So this looks like it's taking right off of the TV show. Then we have reprints of The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm not sure what issue that one is. It doesn't say. Then we have Edge of Spider-Verse. I guess this is issue 1 reprint. Then we have Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings issue 1 reprints. Moon Knight issue 14 reprints. Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment Day issue 1 reprint. Why would you want a reprint of that? Demon Wars, the Iron Samurai reprint. Now we move on to the main event in Marvel, Axe Judgment Day issue 4. The clock is ticking and the midnight looms. It's not too late. Well, the clock is ticking for me because I'm about to drop this book. Not my favorite book in the world, but it is affecting major players in this Marvel universe. We're going to see the ramifications soon, but not my favorite event. Again, I've said it before. It feels like it should be important, but it just doesn't feel that way. And I don't know if anything is going to be affected. All right, next we move on to The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 9, so he's got that Oscorp suit on. It looks like he's teaming up with Wolverine here. We got your John Romita cover. This is a nice looking cover with Tombstone on it. And it looks like he reveals his identity. Does that actually happen? I don't know. Looks like he teams up more with Wolverine in this book, because here we have Wolverine and Spider-Man together, and it looks like, I guess Spider-Man is saving MJ? So I don't know what that one is about. Then we have this Amazing Spider-Man cover with Aranya on there. So that's a nice looking cover too. Next, we move on to Daredevil issue 3. Daredevil saves the world. With more ambitious and aggressive goals than ever before, Daredevil has started putting together a team, but not everyone wants to be part of Matt Murdock and Elektra's vision of the future. As Matt and Elektra grow increasingly distant from the superhero community and closer to one another, Daredevil will once again be at odds with heroes and villains alike. So we're getting maybe hints that Daredevil and Punisher might actually team up together in the future. Who are these like skeleton guys? I want to know that. So yeah, it looks like here on the cover you got Punisher and Elektra and Daredevil on there. So that could be cool. All right, next we move on to Predator issue 2. I was a fan of the first one. I know some people, find it maybe very predictable, as you have this lone wolf person that is going against the Predator, and it's a female, and how can it beat a Predator? But she has a vendetta against the Predator because this Predator killed her parents, and now they're in the snow, and they're going to have to fight each other. I wonder if there'll be more of a supporting cast and how this story continues to develop. I'm on board, though. Next, we move on to Iron Man issue 23. We got Iron Man in stealth armor. I haven't read this series in a long time, and I know it's getting ready to come to an end. So I will wait till the next volume to continue reading it. I like this Iron Man variant cover, though, with Spider-Man on it, celebrating, Spider-Man's 60th anniversary with the Beyond Amazing variants. Next, we move on to Captain Marvel issue 41. Hell hath no fury like a witch scorned. Very interesting here, as we have, which is like, I guess it's binary, and Captain Marvel, they're separated now, fighting a three-eyed dragon. Same thing. I haven't read this book in quite a while. Kelly Thompson writes it. Not that it's a bad book, I just fell off of it. Next is X-Men Red issue 6. Like the last issue, you got to see Arakko get destroyed. You would think that Magneto is dead based off of what you read, but not so much. I don't know if I'll be buying this one. Just a lot of X books, not a lot for me going on right now when it comes to the X-Men. So I don't know. We'll see. That's an interesting variant. And then we have a really cool Spider-Man variant as he's all pixelated and he's gotten better as time has gone along. I guess because it has to relate to video games, right? He goes from 8-bit to 16-bit to 32-bit, 64-bit, I don't know, something like that. And that wraps it up. So there you have it, webheads. Hopefully there's something in that list that you liked, and if there is, make sure you get in contact with your comic shop and let them know that you want to put it on your pull list. So as always, guys, if you love the content, I'll leave you more content right here to check out. And of course, guys, keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read your comics. Guys, I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye.